This is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at Endeavor Deep Sea. In this game you are going on an endeavor into the deep sea. This is a successor of the game Endeavor, which had a successor Endeavor Age of Sail, which we also enjoy a lot. And now this one, we're gonna talk about it in the video, but first a short overview. In this game you're gonna play 6 rounds. Each round you are going to start by taking a new recruit that you're gonna place in your pool of recruits. Then you are gonna get new discs depending on where you are on this track. Then you're going to get the return discs from your recruits depending on where you are on this track. And then you're going to start doing actions. On your turn, you are going to place one of the discs on one of the different recruits that you have. And you are going to do the action or actions on that tile. Many of the actions lets you also, or needs you to use discs to place out on the board as well. For example, to do the sonar action, to look at new tiles to place on the board, you will need to do that. To preserve the animal life, to journal about your findings, to get different abilities. All of these things you're going to need discs. So this is like the main money economic thing of the game. You have discs and have science which you use for different things. You're going to move around. You are going to move onto deeper levels, get bonuses, try to do all of these things in the best possible way. What is the best possible way, you ask? Well, depending on what mission you play, because there's going to be different missions in the game. And you're going to choose a mission at the beginning which has a setup. We have now basically just done a random setup, and it's going to have goals on it. There is kind of a story, but it's not like a story. It's just like a setting for the different scenarios. You can just choose whatever one you want. The first one is very basic, and after that it's not going to be more and more complicated, just going to be different. So they're going to have different setups, different ways where you place these star markers, and you're going to get also goals that you want to score points for at the end of the game. Other than that, there are different ways to score as well. Points, for example, how long you moved on the tracks and stuff like that. After 6 rounds, the player who has the most points is, what is that player?
The winner.
The winner! Chicken dinner. So let's talk about this game.
The action selection in this game is super smooth. It's just basically looking at the crew that you have, seeing which of these spots are available. For example, these 2 now are taken, and then doing the action, what it says, and then also placing out the discs on the map if required.
There is, in this game, I feel like a good sense of exploration, which is fun when you go deep into the sea. This is not going to be a comparison video to Age of Sail, but Age of Sail has a lot of a random setup, but then after you have set up the game, there's no more randomness in it. So this is going to have more of that, because you are going to go down in the sea, then you're going to draw tiles, look at them, choose what's coming. So some players are going to form, if you do a lot of sonar, you're going to form basically what the other players also are able to do. You're going to get a random journal cards that comes up. In Age of Sail, there's attacking of other players. That's taken away here. There's even now some more positive interaction, like these links in Age of Sail. Only if I have both of them, I'm going to get the bonus. Here, if we have one each of us is going to get a bonus. So it's more of like a nicer version, just so you know that before going into the game.
That is a big difference, I feel like, in how the game feels. Both that I really don't like a lot of negative interaction. So if you're like me, you might like this more. And also, you're still looking for this opportunities to exploit what the other players are doing, so you take a little away that tension that Age of Sail had, but you still keep it a little bit. For example, this space is really good right now. If I manage to do like an animal action here, I will not only get the symbols and bonuses that it represents, but I also get to share these bonuses with the other player.
And that also is like, when I place there now, for example, as a red player, I will place there, and I can move away and hope that somebody else do the other thing so that I get the bonus. I really like the way that you build up your own kind of action tableau. How do you feel about that?
I really like it as well. You really want to push these trackers up at all times, because it really gives you opportunities to do stuff later. For example, the upper track here lets you choose between more advanced crews. So you didn't show the crew in the beginning.
No. You have a big pile of them here. There's going to be 3 in each of the first 4 levels that are going to be the same each round. And then you're going to have these which are shuffled and placed down here. It's going to be a strong action and also a possibility for scoring if you manage to upgrade the tile. You don't have to get here to win the game, but like it's a way, it is a thing you can try to focus on.
And you can either like go for different ones, or you can say like, I really want to move around a lot, or I really want to, based on how the map looks now, I see that there's a lot of potential for diving. I can go for these, or I can see I really want to have a lot of track movement. I get these bonuses at once, so you have opportunities to do like specified things.
I also really like the missions and how they change the feel of the game. You are going to do the same kind of things, but the missions are going to push you towards different kind of actions, different kind of routes. The one we played just recently had like, you started with like a 5 all the way down to level 5. And kind of, the game was kind of telling you to rush to that. So it felt like it was kind of telling us what to do in the beginning, but after that we did different things. Like in the beginning it felt like, okay, you are probably going to take something that lets you move more on this, you get more vessels, you can move easier and you can do all of that. And
you can dive deeper.
Because you have to get all the way up here to be able to move to the bottom. And so they changes up the different things that you want to do. All in all, I just think that the way you build up this is really cool, and the exploration feels like a fun thing. Like, you don't know exactly how often you will be able to do the journal action, for example.
That's true.
But you might want to do more journaling, or more sonar, so that you can be able to dive more and find out more. But you also get positive big bonuses when you do that. So it's not like that is an action where you don't get anything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because when you, for example, do a sonar, you will get some to choose from, and you can both look at what kind of actions that are in the space that you are exploring, or you can see, I really need to move to on the yellow track, let's do that.
Also, this game comes with a very nice insert that we already showed this tray, which has a sleeve that you put over it, and also comes with these trays for the players. This game is all about trying to do like eco-friendly things. So in Age of Sail you had plastic. Here you have this foam kind of thing, which is and not plastic lids, but paper lids. And it's kind of like theme-wise the exact opposite.
Yes.
Age of Sail is all about exploiting people, places, everything. Here is about preserving the animals, journaling, exploring, and doing that. So it makes sense then that like it's an eco-friendly theme, and also like an eco-friendly way to make the game, as eco-friendly as you can make games like this, which I really like. Who do you think is going to like Deep Endeavor C?
Well, I think both endeavors that we've played are great Euro games. The reason for choosing this over, for example, Age of Sail, or thinking like which one is the right for me, I think with this one you have to be okay with the randomness that this ever-changing, ever-evolving board represents.
It never bothered me.
Oh, no.
And I am easily bothered by randomness. It is more like, I would sometimes take a risk. Let's say, I really want to move on the orange track. There's really no way to do it. I'm going to try to pull some tiles and be like, oh no, it wasn't that. But that's like a calculated risk.
Yes.
So you kind of know that going in. It's not like, you could get 15 movement or a science. It's not that. It's not those kind of randomness. And this also feels like you have to have the correct color on them to be able to do the journaling. But it's always feeling most of the time like there's gonna be something you can do with that. So it's not like huge random moments that changes up the game too much.
Yeah, and these are like visibles. You have some to choose from, which I also like. The other big change, which we talked about, is that negative interaction. So I think you, based on how you like to play your games, now based on like there being a lot of direct interaction in Age of Sail, this being more focused on doing your own stuff, like there is timing in it, it's blocking absolutely. There is some tense moment where I'm really hoping that you're not taking that spot, because I'm now spent one action moving there. I need to do something with it. So you have those moments, but this is absolutely more of doing your own thing, not that negative interaction.
And if you like kind of being able to build an engine that you kind of make completely yourself, like you can go very heavy in one direction or do more diverse actions, this I think is going to be for you. With that said, is it for us? Let's do some final thoughts. Do you want to begin?
Yes.
That was a good transition. Like,
yes.
With that said, yes.
You ruined it.
I know. That's what I do. Okay, you
I like both Endeavor, Deep Sea, and Age of Sail. I don't know which one I like better. There's been a long time since we played Age of Sail, but I absolutely, little Care Bear me likes to play with just like my own stuff, and I think this is fun. I think it has snappy turns. I really like how you are building your own kind of way of playing the game, and there's different of these scenarios that gives you a little different direction each time. I think that I liked it as well. We played it with 2 and 4. I liked it with both player counts. I think it worked great with both, and I'm going to give this an 8. I think it's great.
I really like this game. I think what I like it most for is how smooth it is. How in the beginning the round's gonna go so quick, because the first round you're gonna have 2 tiles, then 3, then 4. So it's gonna vamp up. It's one of those games which my inner timing doesn't like as much because of that, because I'm in the beginning like, oh, it's going so fast, we're gonna be done in 45 minutes, and then it goes slower. But just like, that's just me. It's not a determinant to the game, because that's just how the game is. But I really like it. I think that it's a fun game. I'm having a lot of fun while I play it. I like all the choices. I enjoy the exploration. I enjoy, so far, different missions we have played have felt different enough. I just am having fun while I play the game. And the reason for that is because I'm trying to maximize the movement on the tracks. Okay, I really always try to maximize this yellow track.
Oh, the yellow track is really nice. So I get to
remove as many tiles from here as possible. So I don't have to be like, oh, but which one do I not want to do this round? But then again, let's say I only could take away 2. So I do that. And then I'm going to try to do a journal action so I can upgrade this one, because most journal actions let you upgrade. So then I can discard this, and now I can do it again with another disc. So it's just like, it's so many interesting, fun moments. I am just having plain fun playing it. And because of that, I'm going to give it an 8 as well. Should we do a keep or call?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you ready?
Very soon.
Soon ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double keep.
Double keeping, yes, because this game is great. I am very excited to go back and play Age of Sail.
Yes,
Age of Sail.
Me too.
Age of Sail, to see how much we enjoyed that. If you have anything you want to say it to us in the comments. Do you like this game? Which one is your favorite of the 2? And that's going to be the end. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.